You check your bank account again. Nothing has changed since the last time you looked, 10 minutes ago. You know that. You check it anyway. Somewhere in your chest, a small alarm keeps going off, telling you it's not enough. But the real reason has almost nothing to do with money. It has to do with a brain built for a world that no longer exists. For most of human history, wealth wasn't numbers on a screen. It was meat. It was grain. It was whether you'd eat this week. Your ancestors never evolved to understand a stock portfolio. They evolved to understand one thing extremely well: relative position. Am I doing better or worse than the person next to me? That single question still runs quietly under everything you feel about money today. Here's where it gets strange. In the 1970s, psychologists Daniel Kahneman and Amos Tversky discovered that people don't feel a dollar lost and a dollar gained as equal opposites. Losing money hurts about twice as much as gaining the same amount feels good. Why would your brain be built that way? Because a loss could once kill you. Losing your food store meant starving. Losing your standing in the tribe could mean exile. Gaining a little extra was nice. Losing everything was fatal. So your brain built an alarm that screams louder at loss than it ever celebrates at gain, and that alarm is still installed, going off now over a 2% dip in your portfolio. Then there's status. Anthropologist Frank Marlowe studied the Hadza, a hunter-gatherer community in Tanzania living close to humanity's ancestral lifestyle. He found they share almost everything. Meat gets distributed across the whole camp, never hoarded. Why would that be if hoarding sounds like the obvious advantage? Because in a small group, being seen as stingy was more dangerous than being poor. Reputation was the real currency. Your ancestors weren't just tracking resources, they were tracking rank, constantly comparing themselves to everyone around them. You still do this. Every day. Not against some abstract average, but against your coworker's raise, your neighbor's car, a stranger's vacation photos, and one layer deeper still. Neuroscientist Wolfram Schultz found that dopamine doesn't spike when you get a reward. It spikes when you get more than you expected. It's not a pleasure chemical, it's a prediction error chemical. That's why an unexpected bonus feels euphoric, while an expected raise can feel strangely flat. Your brain never cared about the number. It cared about the surprise. So why doesn't more money ever feel like enough? Because there's no fixed finish line. Earn more, and within months, your expectations quietly rise to match it. Psychologists call it the hedonic treadmill. You're not walking towards satisfaction. You're running in place on a floor that keeps speeding up. Here's the twist. This restless feeling isn't a personal flaw. Every ancestor who felt secure and stopped striving got outcompeted by the ones who stayed a little anxious and kept pushing. Evolution never rewarded contentment, it rewarded vigilance. Does that mean you're stuck chasing a feeling that never arrives? Not quite. Kahneman's later research found that spending on experiences and on other people creates more lasting satisfaction than spending on status objects. Why? Because it solves the actual problem your brain is asking about. Not, how do I get more? But, how do I feel secure among the people around me? Modern life just took that ancient system and handed it an infinite scoreboard. You're no longer comparing yourself to 40 people in a camp. You're comparing yourself to everyone who has ever posted their best day online. No wonder it never feels like enough. You check your bank account again. The number hasn't changed. But maybe, this time, you understand exactly why you looked.